guys, it's ToPro or Adam, and today I'm doing something that I honestly cannot believe I have never done this before on my channel, and that is going over 10 types of zombie players within COD Zombies. In COD Zombies, there are a ton of different kinds of players, right? There are some people who are super annoying, and some people who are super helpful and awesome to play with, so today's list, I'm kind of going after 10 of the more common players that we're into when playing with friends or playing with people online. One thing I want you guys to do is before you actually get into the list, I want you guys to comment right now, what kind of a player do you think you are here in COD Zombies? And you can see if your player type made the list. And of course, guys, we gotta set a like goal on today's video. Our goal is going to be 1,300 likes. Let's go ahead and crush that. If you're new here, hit that sub button. If you are subbed, make sure you have those notifications turned on. And besides that, let's go ahead and jump into the first player type here in COD Zombies. Starting things off here in the number 10 spot, one of my favorite types of players are the people who always say, listen man, I'm just having a bad game. I normally don't play like this. And if you have someone you play with all the time or a friend that always says this, you know that they're not just having a bad game. This is something they do all the time. Like, I know, we all have bad games. Like, you guys have bad games. You know, I definitely have bad games. Not liking that, guys.
Your numbers do not intimidate me.
All right.
I fear nothing.
It's... What the frick did I get stuck on? But there comes a point where, you know, you have so many bad games in a row, you just have to accept, you know what, you might be a pleb at zombies. It might not be the thing you're the greatest at. So we all know those players, and it's always so funny hearing that line, I'm just having a bad game. And next up, we have the pro, and there really isn't much to say about this one right here. It's just that one guy that knows what he's doing. He knows all the maps, he knows how to do the Easter eggs, he can clutch rounds, he can revive people. The guy can literally do everything because he's a pro at zombies. Next up, in the number 8 spot, of course, we have the noob, right? The noob is that one player that is the opposite of what a pro is. So not only does a noob take tons of downs, they just generally don't really have a clue on what's going on. They don't know the map that well. They don't know, you know, what's happening when a boss spawns in, or where the perks are, where the blocks are. These are people who are just new players, and no matter how good you are at zombies right now, all of us were noobs at one point. And next up, in the number 7 spot, we have the good old glitchers. And I feel like everyone who's played zombies has kind of tried or, you know, played around with doing glitches in zombies, because at the beginning, it can be kind of tough. You want to go for a high round, and glitches is one way of doing that. And back in World War and BO1, I actually glitched quite a bit because I sucked at the game, but somewhere between like BO1, BO2, I stopped, and I haven't done a glitch since. But glitchers are everywhere in zombies. We all have that one friend, or we play with that one guy in an online match who always wants to do a damn glitch. They want to do a barrier glitch, or get on top of some object, or get under the map, whatever it might be. There's always that one guy wanting to do a damn glitch, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of those players in BO4 Zombies. Next up, we probably have one of my favorite types of players out there, because I really don't understand why so many do this, and that is the good old box spammers, and people who, you know, hit the box like super early in the game. It's before round 10, and there's that one guy who single-handedly moves the box like 7 times. It's crazy. Now, the reason why it doesn't really make sense to me is because when you're playing zombies, wall guns can easily get you to like 15 and 20, no problem. A lot of wall guns could probably get you to 30 as well, but why do you have to spend, you know, so much of your points on the box like before round 10, even like before round 5? Like at that time, you should be buying perks, you know, having jug, speed, double tap, right? Those really big perks. and not wasting all your money to get a ray gun or an Apollo the Conservant on round 5 when you don't really have to have such a good gun on that round. So bog spammers are always going to be a part of zombies, but it's always funny watching them waste all their points so early in the game. And next up in the number 5 spot, I had to include the meme, and this is that type of player that always says, revive me, I have the blank. Whatever that gun is, of course, the meme is revive me, I have the ray gun, but you can put anything there. Revive me, I have the Wonder Waff, I have the SMR, I have the ballistic knife, whatever gun they might have. But there's always that one player that thinks just because they have this one gun, we should go and revive them. Like, just because you have that gun, or if you have the ray gun, why are you down in the first place? If I pick you up, you'll probably just down again. Now, I get it. You have a gun that might be a rare gun from the box, like a Wonder Waff or a Wonder Weapon or a ray gun, whatever it might be, but if you're downing and you're using that as an excuse or a reason for me to come pick you up, you know what? I think I'll let you bleed out and somebody else get that Wonder Waff instead. Next up in the number 4 spot, we have the crazy high rounders. And high rounders are a specific type of, breed or humans. Like, you have to be able to really have the patience and the awareness and the constant focus to get to such a high round. I respect a lot of the guys who have some crazy high rounds, not only with just regular perks and weapons, but you see some crazy high rounds with, no perks, no jug, or wall weapons only, or no gums. It's crazy what some people can pull off, but again, you have to be that right kind of person in order to pull off these runs. Just imagine for a second having your PS4 on for like a month straight and having that same game on all the time. You turn it on, you want to play something else, you can't. You gotta keep that same game going or just quit out. So those people who get these crazy high rounds, it takes a serious amount of determination. Next up, we have the Reviver or the Medic. And this is that one guy that no matter where he is, no matter what he's doing, he will try to revive you, and he will actually risk his own life. He will take a down in order to get that revive, and who doesn't love having a player like this on your team? And it's one of those things that you don't see a lot of, unfortunately. Like, if you play pub matches, a lot of the time, people will try to get to you, but they won't make it a priority. But this guy right here, if he's pack-a-punching, he'll leave his gun so he can come and revive you. This guy right here is the real OG. Next up, in the number 2 spot, we have one kind of player that you really don't want to have in your game, and that is the greedy player. The greedy players are always really, really annoying, and the common scenario with this is you're in the starting room and you have like little to no points. This guy is sitting there with like 6k points on like round 4, and you're like, hey man, can you open the door? And he just doesn't do it. This kind of player is hands down one of the more annoying or frustrating players to play with within COD Zombies, because they only care about themselves. They want to save up for their perks. They want to have that ray gun on round 2, because of course you need the ray gun on round 2. It's mandatory for these guys, and it's annoying, right? We're trying to play here, and this guy has all the points, but he won't open a door. If he does open the door, it's like 750 or 500, and then I spent all my points opening the most expensive door on the map. So these players are just not fun to play with. Coming in at the number 1 spot, this is the kind of player I like to call the heroes. And for those of you that don't know what the definition of hero is, let me go ahead and read it out to you. Buying the door on a round of zombies even though you have the least amount of money. When the greedy player will open the doors, the heroes have to step in. This truly is one of the best kind of players you want to have in your game. They don't care how many points they have, even if they have just enough to open a door. They will open that door instead of, getting a wall gun or going into the box, because these guys are truly the heroes in COD Zombies. There you have it, guys. Those are 10 types of zombie players within COD Zombies. If you guys want me to do another part of this, let me know in the comments below if there are any kinds of players I missed. And besides that, you want to see more Zombies content, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.